When I met with Eric, that was the first time that I was actually in the room with the killer. I'm looking at somebody that killed his mother and his father. He was likable. I mean, we could talk about sports and tennis and, everything except the crime. I needed to know exactly what happened, and also to understand why they did it. I was wondering how he was going to be able to talk about it. And that's when I decided to use the drawings, because that would give him something concrete to be able to focus on. He wouldn't have to be looking directly at me to talk about the situation. We spent a whole day on the drawings. This is the very first one that really gave me an inkling of part of the motive. The father looking very large compared to this little teeny Eric. Eric wanted to go away to college. And the father said, no, you're not going to. You're going to come home. I want you home during the week to sleep here. It gave me an idea of how controlling the father was. That was the start of the week that escalated. Something happened that really set into motion that they had no other choice but to shotgun their parents. Based on the father, a very domineering person, I felt there's some abuse issue here. It could have been psychological, it could have been physical. There are a lot of these drawings that the father and the son are in Eric's bedroom, which I thought was a very unusual place. I used that as a way to say, what are the other kinds of things maybe that you could tell me that went on in the bedroom? You could see how hard it was for him to get it out. I knew it then. This was sexual abuse, which in itself is very difficult, but also was incest. He was somewhat stoic about it. It happened. The two brothers were very bonded, very, very caring of each other. Eric tells his older brother about the sexual assault. He told me Lyle was abused early, but the father had a preference for young boys. That's why Eric became the next victim. The mother didn't protect her sons. The abuse had now been exposed. Lyle confronts the father. The father was an executive in the music industry. An incest secret coming out would have ruined Jose. No question about it. The father was threatening them. You could just see them talking about how fearful they were then. And they felt that the parents were going to kill them. They were frantic. They felt it was imminent that something was going to happen to them. They had to act Sunday night. They killed their parents. Absolutely, no matter what the circumstances are, that's still wrong. But they certainly were abused. I could sympathize with what they had to put up with. And so I decided to testify for the defense.